Hey there, how's it going? Got a plan, Stan here, back with more Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. We are starting, I think we're going to get this right today. We are starting day 13 already, which honestly doesn't have me feeling that great considering we're 26 hours in, which means we're on average doing 2 hours per day. we really need to try to get that back up there. Today, unfortunately, I don't think will be the day that we start getting that average higher, but we'll do our best here, right? All right, so let's see let's see what our reminder story is now. Okay, it's nice and short. All right, the dulcet tones of the Torben. After assembling the fragments of a new stone tablet, the party journeys to yet another long-forgotten land. There they encounter a welcoming tribe of people known as the Roamers. As always, the party's timing is impeccable. An important ritual to determine the future of the tribe is taking place that very evening, and so our heroes chat with the Roamers as they wait for the ritual to end. And the ritual involved getting a bunch of children drunk, and I can't remember what they called their drink of choice, but that was kind of funny. Yeah, all our characters were imbibing in alcoholic beverages, and like our main character looks like he's about 12 or 13, so that's kind of interesting. But I digress. Let's go ahead and hop in. Whoops, hit the wrong button. But hopefully you won't when you try to click on that like button and that subscribe button, and down below that where you have to click to leave a comment. Don't forget to do those things. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Alright, so we are here at the Pool of the Cave. Yesterday when we started the Roamer encampment region, we had the darndest time finding a save point, right? There wasn't one at the encampment, there wasn't one at the cape, there wasn't one in the forest. It wasn't until we got to the pool of the cave that we finally found one. That's why our last video was so long. But that's okay. Here we are. We have a save point. And we can heal our characters at this save point. Bear with me here for a second. There we go. But yeah, here we're going to leave the encampment and head west over the mountains to the altar of the Almighty. And it looks like we need to talk to someone over there by the altar. Now, I obviously don't want to do that quite yet because we haven't explored. We haven't talked to anybody. There's one treasure out here, which I think we can see up there in the top center left of the screen shimmering in the distance. I think we'll go check that, and then we've got three chests inside, I'm guessing, inside the cave there. So let's go grab our item, and then we'll talk to people and we'll see what's going on. We still only have, I can't actually remember. Looking at the screen though, it looks like there's probably room for like 5 characters maybe. I can't remember how many total characters there are in the game, honestly. We'll have to see. I know there's more than 3, though. I think there's 5 or 6, maybe. But we are waiting. I'm waiting to use all of our seeds, all of our permanent attribute consumables until we have everybody, so I can get a better sense of like which characters, if I can only use 3 in combat, which 3 characters are my preferred party type deal. Maybe we'll just end up using the whole squad in combat. That would be really interesting too, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. We're still chasing more vocations too. Interestingly, right? We still don't have more vocations for our characters, so maybe, just maybe, we'll see that here too. I don't know. But let's start talking to the locals, yeah? Oh. Look, Gachos, look at that lake. Oh, it's Florin. Can you see? At the bottom, the altar of the Almighty waits. Oh, wow, so we have to drain the lake. To restore the Almighty to his rightful place, we must enter that altar. But how can such a thing be done? Excuse me. Like, massive hiccup there. Okay. It's like the whole squad's here. Shh, please speak quietly. I do not wish for anyone else to hear this conversation. I have something important to say, and since you are Gachos, I believe it's safe for me to tell you. Would you care to hear it? No. Oh, but I simply must tell someone soon. Cannot bear to keep it to myself any longer. Alright. A few days ago, I got up in the middle of the night to answer a call, of nature. That is when I saw it. Florin was bathing in the lake. He was shirtless, and I saw it, plain as day. The mark. The same mark that Lala has. My mother told me that two people who both bear the mark are forbidden from marrying one another. That is why you must keep this a secret. I am fond of both Florin and Lala. I would hate for my actions to make them unhappy. Dude, oh no, what's Florin gonna do? That's not good. Disaster is afoot.
Oh.
Ah, there you are. Finally, you've joined us. The altar of the Almighty is visible at the bottom of the lake. The question is, how do we access it? Well, we gotta go into the cave and do something in there, probably, is my guess. Maybe items are in here? No? Okay. Apparently that's voice acted? Okay, I got nothing for that.
Oh.
All this time we thought the holy objects were in the cave near the lake. Now it transpires that they are in the altar itself, which surely means we must find a method of draining the lake, which is probably inside the cave. By my reading of the text, it seems there is a device within the cave that will drain the lake of water. To activate it, however, we must present undeniable proof that we are the chosen people. But what such evidence can we possibly provide? We will be sending yourselves and Florin into the cave just as soon as we know more of what exactly it is that we seek. We are working now on the decoding of the ancient texts. Perhaps you could rest in a nearby tent in the meantime? Why are they sending us along with him in?
Oh.
Ah, got a plan, Stan. I hope you will not mind waiting a little while longer. We must divine what might prove that we are the chosen people. I fear it may take some time. How could they not come prepared? Our ancestors were known for their care and consideration. It is unthinkable that they would place the sacred objects in a cave that has become infested with monsters. Okay, into the tent we go. Oh, we got some medicine. There's a meeting taking place. It seems Rambaro misread the ancient texts. You should most probably attend, should you not? You will be very welcome to rest here once the meeting is over. Why should we attend? We're like strangers. I know we've like helped them out and stuff, but still. What will become of us when the Almighty has been restored, I wonder? Perhaps we will no longer have to roam the land? Perhaps I will no longer have to take Torben lessons. Gazing at the altar of the Almighty through the pure blue waters of the lake is calming indeed. It is an appropriate reminder of the sublime nature of the Almighty himself. Where's Lala? We haven't seen Lala, have we? That's not Lala. We already talked to her. That was Madam what's her name. Florin's over there. We already went in here. Unless we didn't pay attention to the coast over here. No. Maybe she already went on ahead into the cave? I don't know. Can we even go into the cave? It's probably not a good idea to enter the cave without talking to the roamers first. Alright, well, let's talk to... got a plan, Stan. I trust the long journey here has not left you too fatigued? Oh, wait, she's waiting. Wait. That is good. Then you will be prepared for the shocking news. It seems the two sacred items required to free the Almighty lie not in the depths of the cave, but within the altar itself. It would appear that I failed to correctly decipher the ancient texts. Rather embarrassing, but, well, it cannot be helped now. We are holding a meeting to try and devise a means by which we may access the altar in the lake. It may take a while. Please feel free to rest in one of our tents until we are finished. The roamers look like they've got a lot on their minds. Still, there's nothing we can do about it. We might as well borrow a tent and grab some shut-eye. Alright. We still haven't found Lala yet, though. Which is interesting. Oh, we also have... Wait, what? He has the clergy person symbol on the map, too. Yeah. which is really weird. I mean, I guess he's just a mobile save spot no matter where he is, but it's kind of funny right now on the screen we have him and we have that save statue just up and to the right behind our character portraits in the top right corner, right? Okay, cheers. All right, I guess let's get some shut-eye. Maybe by the time we wake up, Lala will be here or something. Or maybe, is this Lala? We talked to her before and it didn't show it, but... You must be tired. Are you in need of a rest? Yes. Very well. May the Almighty watch over you. Cheers. Okay. Do, do, do. I'm aching all over. I don't think I'll ever get used to sleeping in a tent. Still, mustn't grumble. Now I wonder if Ranbaro's got any ideas about accessing the altar? Well, only one way to find out. Let's go check. Oh.
Right.
You've awoken. Finally, the elders have discovered how the lake might be drained. You and I must head into the cave without further delay. Madame Rosa and the others believe that the mechanism for draining the lake must be activated using the chimes of the chosen. What better proof of our birthright could there be? They've been passed down through all the generations, but they may only be sounded by a roamer of pure blood. As such, there is no question of you entering the cave alone. I will come with you. Let us do what we can to assist one another. Now come. I still don't understand why we're involved with this so much, right? But please be careful, Florin. You too, of course, Gajos. I thank you for your concern, but it is not necessary. We will have the lake drained by the time Lala and the others arrive. You will see. Okay, so Lala's not here yet. Oh, right, because she stayed with... And that's why Kiefer's... I forgot. So Kiefer and Lala stayed with Lala's dad back at the encampment because he got hurt protecting the village. Hey, Mr. Florin, thanks for coming. It is I who should thank you, Ruff. I am no fighter, so I'm most grateful for your protection. Alright, Ruff, protect this dude. Alright, here, we're in the poolside cave. Wow, 2, 4, 6, 8 different zones in here. Now, wait. Because remember, out here, there were still more treasure, right? 2 treasures. Oh, you know what? Well, I guess those treasures must be what they're talking about at the altar, right? Does that mean we're gonna end up getting the treasures? Oh, and look down here. There's an exit from the bottom of the cave out to next to the altar too. I didn't notice that before. All right, let's go. So what did it say in here? There were like 13 treasures or something. No treasure on this floor, but there's 13 total. That's kind of... No, that doesn't make sense. There's 2 treasures here. What? I'm confused. Oh, look at that. We can tap them. That's great. Oh, we're going to have like a water thing here. Okay, that's cool. I don't know why. I always like water. Like water elevation related like puzzles or something. You know, I think my first... Actually, you know what? I don't remember. I was gonna say I think my first experience with that was Final Fantasy VI, but then I'm trying to think about all the other JRPGs I played as a kid. Like maybe Final Fantasy 1 might have even had something to do with it. Like Final Fantasy 4 could have. There might have been something in one of the Shining Force games on Genesis. Might have been something in one of the Phantasy Star games on Genesis. I honestly just don't remember. But Final Fantasy VI is definitely the one that I think of. You know, and we had it with water and with lava in there, so... Nope, you didn't see... You didn't see anything, right? That was from, God, what movie? What animated movie was that from? Oh God, why am I so bad with names? What are you? Who are you? Well, that didn't work. Really, Maribel? Kisser. They're literally called kissers. Oh gosh, and they try to lick us with their tongue. Charming. I poisoned one. Uh-oh, she got charmed. He got poisoned too. Everybody's poisoned.
Easy peasy.
I'm not gonna lie, whenever Maribel ends fights and says easy peasy, I'm always like lemon squeezy in my head. Oh, Flying's coming with us into the cave. I didn't realize you liked us so much. Did you say my name, Maribel? No, it was nothing. I was just talking to myself, so stop eavesdropping. Funny. These enemies in here are a nice change of pace from the, what was it, the enemies we were fighting in the overworld. These enemies don't look very scary or threatening or anything at all here so far. I mean, they're like trying to charm us, whatever. We've been there, we've done that. We've dealt with Tatlock in Octopath, so we know we know how charm / enchant works, right? We're used to it. We're getting so much loot drops in here, aren't we? Am I going the right way? I'm gonna go with no, because we need to get chests. Empty. Disgraceful. Even a sacred spot such as this has been ransacked by monsters. Would not surprise me if they have already destroyed the treasures bequeathed to us by the Almighty. We must be prepared for anything. You know, now what this really reminds me of? I mean, it is water here, right? But like in Final Fantasy VI, when you go into the Phoenix Cave in the second half of the game to get Locke, right? There's all the treasure chests that are empty because Locke's already pilfered everything, right? And we need to raise and lower the level of the lava, which is, you know, it's not the same thing as water, but it's still something that we have to do that stuff with.
All in a day's work.
And that's interesting. We're seeing both of those things here in this dungeon too. 18, huh? Are we gonna hit like level 20 before we get our fourth character? Before we get more than our starting vocations? That's gonna be kind of wild if it's the case, right? Okay. So somewhat Dragon Quest related. I don't know. I was feeling frisky the other day, and I did a few more polls on the Dragon Quest III collaboration in Octopath right now, and I did pick up Moruso X on the ult account. Unfortunately, I picked up a Cyrus X dupe on the main account. So the main account ended up only getting one character out of doing way too many polls, and I felt instant regret. But the ult account picked up Moruso X, who is easily, I think, out of all 6 collab characters, the best one. So that's kind of cool. So we have her to play around with on the ult account. She, for non-COTC players, you won't recognize the name Moruso, but I don't think. As far as I know, I don't think she was from Octopath 1 or something. But anyway, I think she's a COTC exclusive, like, unique character. But she's the gadabout. And the gadabout in Octopath is really good. And does some very interesting and unique things combat-wise. So I think she's definitely going to be a part of the main team on my ult account going forward. So we'll have Gadabout gameplay to look forward to there. And honestly, I did some tinkering. Over the last couple days, I didn't get quite enough Cascade stuff done to get the Sacred Seal on either account. But I did do enough to get the limited time 200 attack accessory on both accounts, so that felt really good. And I did end up using, I think it was actually after I got that done on the main account, but after I pulled the second copy of Cyrus X on the main account, I did end up like doing some thinking and looking at like everything they're bringing to the team, and the fact that he can bring like, oh, he got a sword as a drop too. Look at that. The fact that Srpgs can bring elemental attack and fire and lightning damage. I think I'm actually, and then on top of that, he can bring the Soul Sigil unique buff, which is more attack. Not much more. I think it's only 5%, right? But he can bring that unique attack to the front row too, so we can get even more damage that way. I'm thinking that like Zerk is gonna end up doing so much more damage than everybody else anyways, that like Cyrus will function as a better fourth damage deal, like quote unquote damage dealer for the front row than Fred was, I think, because he can also do combust, and her big thing with combust was bringing the magic attack and the damage buffs, right? Bringing both of those passive buffs as long as an enemy is combusted. And Srpgs can do those things anyways, but he's bringing other stuff. Like on his combust skill, he's also bringing, I think he can either bring like on his combust skill. Well, that's the other thing. Like we don't need to have combust up, right? He can still do combust, but it's not a requirement for him to do the buffs that it was for Fred. Like Fred doing the combust debuff was a requirement for her doing the same passive buff. So, but he can also do either fire or lightning resilience debuffs, like baked into his skills that he'll just be using for those elements. So I think he's actually going to be a better fire team character than, oh geez, that's water, than Fred is. And we'll have to see with lightning, you know, because we have Novell and we have May for lightning, so I'm not sure how he'll work there, right? Because like basically for every magic team, we've got to have Oswald and Zerk in there too, right? And I think for lightning, May is just incredible. Like she's probably the second best lightning character. Like she might even be better overall in a lightning team than Oswald. she's that good because she brings follow-ups too, and she has like potency up for herself, and she brings like front row lightning buffing and like passive and active, I think. So I think she's definitely the third. But I'm thinking that Srpgs will probably be a better fourth for the lightning team than Novell will be at this point too. Just because Cyrus brings more things. So I think it's probably going to be a fairly short window here, but I think I'm going to try to with the main team in COTC. I think we're going to try to actually get some use out of Srpgs, who, for anybody, you know, if you're familiar with Octopath non-COTC games, you know who Cyrus is, right? Because he was in 1 and 0 and 1. Srpgs is the second version of him. That's what the X symbolizes, EX. You know, we pronounce it as X, but he's the Srpgs is the hero character from the Dragon Quest III collaboration in Octopath, and so he looks like a hero, and he has a lot of like team buffs and stuff. So, field day, what do we get? 500 field attacks. Yo, that's a lot. I mean, that's that shows how much I'm like actively not avoiding combat, I think, right? Which is good, right? Like we don't want to avoid combat if we can help it. But yeah, I was kind of excited after I started thinking about Srpgs and like, can we get a Dragon Quest III hero into the team? And it turns out we can, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Now we will. Wow, are these like, oh, it's poisony in there too. Yuck. Or wait, maybe that was just because we're poisoned. Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, I don't think it'll be for that long, but I think we're going to be able to, even on the main account, do some Dragon Quest III gameplay in Octopath for a little while. You know, because before we know it, we're going to have the Final Fantasy VI collaboration. We're going to have Casty X, and we're going to have Rondo X, who people who have played Zero now know who is, so that's kind of cool too. But you know, honestly, Rondo X is a summer theme, so we might be waiting we're gonna be waiting a while for him.
Easy peasy.
So maybe we won't do the ice team for a while. What if the ice team just doesn't end up happening because the timing just doesn't work? I hope that's not going to be the case. Yggdrasil leaves are great. That's our Phoenix Down, right? Yeah, I was really looking forward to doing the ice team, but maybe we'll end up. What is that what is that like doll on the left? It's like a puppet. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh wow, we need heals. I must have forgot to heal after the last fight. Selfish, I guess. Screw rough, huh? Oh, nice hits. I think at least on the ult account, though, we're going to be able to get a lot of value out of Molariso X, the Gadabout. Because that character is really interesting and really unique. I think she'll probably be in the team for a while. Oh, looks pretty slippery on these holes on the floor. We'll fall straight in if we're not careful. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't even get the hit off. Uh-oh. Rude. Ruff's feeling worked up now, huh?
All in a day's work.
How are we doing on MP here? Let's see. Pretty good, yeah. It's often pulling MP from Maribel to heal, which is perfect. Me too, of course. You know, it's interesting. We still haven't seen like a switch to make the water go down yet. I wonder if we're gonna have to go all the way down. And you know, honestly, we maybe should hop into the pit intentionally, right? Because oftentimes in, you know, we saw it in the Erdrick trilogy, when you hop into a pit, sometimes that's the only way you can get to a chest or something, or a location. I don't know, you know, it seems like we got desync again. I don't know, I keep flip-flopping on whether we should even have the camera on for Let's Play. You know, most of the Let's Plays I've seen on YouTube, people do not use their camera. That's much more so like a streaming thing. And then you guys wouldn't have to worry about seeing me like look over while I'm doing like Octopath dailies or something either, and be like, what is this guy doing? Why is he not looking at the camera? I can feel a breeze coming from those holes. They must lead to some kind of open space. Where did you come from? Get out of here. I still don't know what the name of the puppet on the left is. I gotta keep my eyes on that. Mud Mannequin, okay. It stole 15 MP? That was from Ruff, wasn't it? Ruff's not gonna have any MP by the time we get to the bottom of this dungeon. Oh, wait, who ran away? The mud mannequin, did I hear that right? That sounded like a running away noise. I admit I was I was being bad and looking over to the left. I'm trying my best not to do that like when we have story or anything. I'm trying to only do that when we're doing combat and stuff, so it's not like I'm actually missing anything. Whoops. I hit the wrong button.
Watch this.
Okay, let me, since we're not wired or anything, let me see if I can show this off here. That's maybe the one thing I don't like about the webcam I have. It refocuses like not at all. Like its ability to refocus, like if I move something closer to the camera, it's literally like non-existent. It's definitely, I think, if or when I'm ever able to afford to get like something like the next thing for streaming, it's probably gonna be a nicer webcam. It's, you know, for a while there, for like over a year, I thought it was gonna be like a stream, like a stream deck, you know, with the buttons and everything. But like they improved the app so that you can fit so many more buttons on
How'd you like that?
on it at any given point. Like, look at this. This is my Stream Deck app right now, and look at that. It's 8x4, so I've got 32 buttons per page on the app now. And so, like, if the app is that good, why do I need to buy a physical one? I mean, now granted, I think I am paying, it's something ridiculously low, though. I think I'm paying like $2 or $3 a month, like a subscription for the app. But, like, the normal ones, like a 32 button Stream Deck, I think is like 150 to 200 bucks, or maybe 250 or something. Like I would have to stream for so many more years for it to not be worth it to just do this instead. It's kind of wild. I don't understand how they're like making any money with it when the app is so good, and it's like, it's, oh geez, I didn't do any. Okay, good. She got a crit on her heel. I didn't know that was possible. That's really cool. Okay, we need to get out of this fight in a hurry.
Thank you.
I don't know, too. We might have to like go back out and tap the statue. Cause like, look at my MP and look at Ruff's MP. I mean, granted, probably not, right? Because at the bottom, we're probably going to do a boss fight, and there'll probably be a statue down there, too. So I guess it's probably okay.
All in a day's work.
I totally jinxed myself when we came in here, right? I was like, these enemies aren't bad at all. Well, now here's a tricky question. I think we should go up there. I know we're gonna have to contend with respawning enemies and stuff probably a little bit. But we should go through here and see what... Can we use the stairs over here too, or no? Is there water in the way? I don't know, I worry back there. I probably should have gone back and should have gone down the stairs that were on the bottom left corner first, so we could see. Maybe I'll still do that, I don't know.
Thank you.
What he's doing. Oh, jeez, big hits. How do we not have any of the enemies defeated yet? Okay, there we go. We got two. Gee.
All in a day's
They all
work.
went down at the same time. I don't know, our MP. We're only right here too. And there goes our alarm. You know what? I'm gonna teleport us back out. Okay, so that's gonna do it for video 1 of day 13 here, guys. Shameless plugging, shameless begging time. Please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you haven't already done any of these things. Helps the channel grow. I really appreciate it. I'd like to grow the channel more so I can share my content with more people, right? That seems to make sense in my mind. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed our start in the pool of the cave here as we try to get to the bottom and drain this lake. But until next time, hopefully we'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.